Good morning, dear children. We were doing lesson 4, The Cope and the Anthem, from An Alien Hand for class 7. We have seen in the first part of the lesson that Soapy, a homeless and jobless man who lives in Madison Square Garden, is worried about the approaching winter. And he has very small plan for winter. That is, he wants to go to the prison of Blackwell's Island, where he would get free food and bed. Now let's continue the story and find out if he succeeds in getting into the jail. Let me read out the introductory part of second portion of the lesson. Soapy does his best to be on the wrong side of the law. If you want to go to jail, of course, you have to commit some crime, something you have to go against the law. So Soapy has tried several tricks to be on the wrong side of the law. He tries 3 tricks all in vain. So he tried 3 tricks to be on the wrong side of the law, but every time it was a failure. He did not succeed. The fear that no co-op will ever catch him makes him sick at heart. Now let's continue with the story. There were many easy ways of doing this. The most pleasant way was to go and to have a good dinner at some fine restaurant. Then he would say that he had no money to pay, and then a cope would be called. It would all be done very quickly. The cope would arrest him. So his first plan is to go and dine in some fine restaurant. He will order all the food, and after eating that, when the bill arrives, he will say that he has no money. So those restaurant people will obviously call a cop, and he will be arrested and he will be sent to the prison. He would be taken to the judge. The judge will do the rest. So the cops will take him to the judge, and rest of the work the judge will do for him. Soapy left his seat and walked slowly out of Madison Square to the place where the great street called Broadway and Fifth Avenue meets. So with this plan, Soapy is moving towards his goal. He left his seat and he walked slowly out of the Madison Square Garden, and then he goes to the great street which is called Broadway and Fifth Avenue meet. That is a place where these two streets meet. He went across this wide space and started north on Broadway. So he is walking on the Broadway. He stopped at a large and brightly lighted restaurant. So he chose a big restaurant. Okay, and it was brightly illuminated. This was where the best food and the best people in the best clothes appeared every evening. So Soapy has observed that every evening in this particular restaurant, big people come in the big vehicles when dressed well. They come every evening in this restaurant to have food. Soapy believed that above his legs he looked all right. His face was clean. His coat was good enough. If he could get to a table, he believed that success would be his. So Soapy believed that above his legs, that is the upper part of his body, looks alright. He looks quite decent. His face was also clean and his coat was good enough. So he thought he will be allowed to sit inside the restaurant and dine. If he could get to a table, he believed that success would be his. The part of him that would be seen above the table would look all right. The waiter would bring him what he asked for. So he's telling once he succeeds in getting a table at the restaurant, the part that would be visible above the table is quite fine. He will look decent. So the waiters would bring whatever he would ask for. He began thinking of what he would like to eat. In his mind, he could see the whole dinner. The cost would not be too high. He did not want the restaurant people to feel any real anger, but the dinner would leave him filled and happy for the journey to his winter home. So, Soapy started thinking about, if I enter the restaurant, what all things, what all delicacies is he going to eat? So the picture of the whole dinner is there in his mind. But the cost would not be too high. He will make it sure that the cost of the food that he orders will not be too high. Otherwise, the restaurant people will get really angry and he may even get some beatings. But the dinner would leave him filled. The dinner would be sufficient enough to fill his stomach and he can go happily to his home, to his winter home, and that food would be enough to keep him satisfied for the journey to his winter home. But as Soapy put his foot inside the restaurant door, the head waiter saw his broken old shoes and the torn clothes that covered his leg. Now what happened as soon as Soapy entered the restaurant? The head waiter saw that how broken his shoe is, and then even he saw the torn clothes that covered his legs. Strong and ready hands turned Soapy around and moved him quietly and quickly outside again. So from this restaurant also he was turned off after seeing his torn shoes and the torn clothes. Broken shoes and torn clothes, he was turned away from this restaurant also. So his second attempt also failed. Soapy turned off Broadway. It seemed that most easy way to the island was not to be his. He must think of some other way of getting there. So Soapy turned towards some other direction from the Broadway. He was thinking that the matter which he thought was very easy was actually not that easy. It was not so easy to get arrested. So he is now planning for some other way to be on the wrong side of the law. At a corner of 6th Avenue was a shop with a white glass window, bright with electric lights. So here, while he was walking, he saw a shop with big glass window and it was beautifully illuminated with electric lights. Soapy picked up a big stone and threw it through the glass. So what Soapy did? He broke the glass. He broke the glass with a big stone. People came running around the corner. Hearing the crashing or the smashing sound of the glass, people came running towards that direction. A cope was the first among them, and the cope reached there first. Soapy stood still, and he smiled when he saw the cope. So there was a smile on his face when he saw that a cope has arrived at last. So he is just waiting that the cope will immediately arrest him and will bring him in front of the judge. So in this image you can see the smashed glass, window glass of the shop, and the cope here interrogating and Soapy standing over here smiling. "Where is the man that did that?" asked the cope. "Don't you think that I might have done it?" said Soapy. So the cope asked, "Where is the man who smashed this window?" So Soapy is telling, "Don't you think I have done this?" He was friendly and happy. What he wanted was coming towards him. The Soapy was open. He was very happy and he was friendly with the cope. He was not at all afraid. And he was thinking that what he wanted is coming to him now. But the cope's mind would not consider Soapy. Men who break windows do not stop there to talk to copes. They run away as fast as they can. So what cope is telling, he is not at all ready to accept or consider Soapy as a person who broke the window. He is telling that the one who commits a crime, the one who does something wrong against the law, would not stand there talking to the cop to get arrested. They would obviously run away from that place. The cop saw a man further along the street running. The cop at that moment saw one man running some other direction. He ran after him, and Soapy, sick at heart, walked slowly away. He had failed 2 times. This is the second time when Soapy is failing. So here again, seeing that running person, the cop ran after that man, and Soapy's plan again failed. Across the street was another restaurant. It was not so fine as the one on Broadway. The people who went there were not so rich. Its food was not so good. So, across the street he saw another restaurant, and that was like a mediocre type of restaurant on the Broadway. So, people there who went were not so rich, and the food also served was not so good. Into this, Soapy took his old shoes and his torn clothes, and no one stopped him. As this was a mediocre type of restaurant, he was allowed to sit inside the restaurant. He sat down at the table and was soon eating a big dinner. He sat down there and he started eating his. He was served dinner and he started eating the dinner. When he had finished, he said that he had no money. So, as per his plan, that after completing the dinner, he would tell the waiters that I don't have money. And then the waiters would inform the manager, and the manager will call the cop. So he was thinking that now my plan is going to work out. After finishing his food, he called the waiter and he said, sorry, I don't have any money. Get busy and call a cop, said Soapy. Soapy is telling the waiter that now you get busy. Go and call the cops. And don't keep a gentleman waiting. And he's telling that he is a gentleman and don't let this gentleman wait for the cops. You go and do your work fast. No cop for you, said the waiter. He called another waiter. The 2 waiters threw Soapy upon his left ear on the hard street outside. Upon his left ear. Underline this. It's a phrase. Okay, and what does it mean? To eject or remove someone very abruptly or unceremoniously. Okay, in a very bad manner, to put someone out from some place. So these waiters lifted him up and threw him outside the restaurant. He stood up slowly, one part at a time, and beat the dust from his clothes. So after falling on the street, this Soapy stood up and he started dusting off his clothes. Prison seemed only a happy dream. Now whatever tricks he's planning, whatever tricks he's trying to play, everything is failing. So Soapy is thinking prison looked like a happy dream, something that cannot be achieved. The island seemed very far away, and Soapy is highly disappointed. So, in this picture you can see how the strong and tall waiters are picked up Soapy and they are throwing him out of the restaurant. A cop who was standing near laughed and walked away. A cop, a policeman who was standing there looking at this scene of how the waiters are throwing Soapy away. He just laughed and he walked away. Soapy started moving again. When he stopped, he was near several theatres. So he started moving slowly, and when he stopped, he was at a place where there were many theatres around and he was really upset. In this part of the city, streets are brighter and hearts are more joyful than in other parts. So this area is a happier place as compared to other places in New York. Women and men in rich warm coats moved happily in the winter air. Here the people in warm clothes are moving around happily. A sudden fear caught Soapy. No cop was going to arrest him. All of a sudden, Soapy was caught in a fear that No cope are going to arrest me, and how he is going to survive the winter. The Cope and the Anthem by O. Henry. We shall complete this chapter in our third video. Thank you.